Beauty is something that appeals to the senses, not necessarily sight. Music is food for the soul.
Beautiful music, I immediately thought of Mozart. I think he has a sense of humour as well.
Music, important for happiness. Anything from classic pop to classic rock, doesn't matter how old it is, how new it is, they tend to leave a mark that people always can relate to.
Leaving a mark.
If you're a unique individual and you can make a difference in the world, that's the mark you leave and the legacy you leave, and if you do good things come to you.
Do good. Life is happiness.
Happiness is love for people. It's a beautiful thing to experience.
But love for people, it's a thing to experience.
Life is beautiful.
Beauty brings happiness into your life.
My laughter. I laugh.
Laughter is important for a happy life. So I like good comedy movies or Nathan's jokes.
I'm too good.
It's about happiness in life, and that's about closeness, laughter and music.
Happiness, you can't chase it, it's within you, and I think that's what's beautiful.
Beauty can come from the soul, and artists can express that in different forms.
The soul, different forms and courage.
Cactus in the desert sun.
Cactus in the desert sun.
Beauty in the capacity to survive. That strength has a certain beauty to it.
Something that's pleasing to the eye.
What you see is pleasing to the eye.
A rural landscape scene or a rainforest. It triggers something in my mind, like there's a mountain. It's like an upside down boat. It was a symbol of my past when I was a child.
Like an upside down boat.
I like to watch mountains and boats, so yeah, I think they're the most beautiful things I've seen.
Fleeting beauty, permanent beauty.
A beautiful personality can always last a lifetime, and sometimes it can't be seen.
It's an attitude you take with you.
Especially whales and dolphins.
The flow and beauty of dolphins.
When you see images of them, they're floating calmly in the ocean, and the movements are very slow and peaceful, and that peace is beautiful. I find the peace that associated with them.
What you get when you go snorkeling, and it gives you a sense of what it would be like to fly, because you're like a bird.
Flying like a bird.
You're weightless and you can move up and down and appreciate what is hidden under the sea.
Whales and dolphins and peace.
The generosity, not having much but sharing something.
Dolphins and peace.
Look at the world through rose-coloured glasses.
Looking through rose-coloured glasses.
Some people do that. They are very positive and very optimistic.
Beauty is appreciation of just the little things.
Yes, we can always count on the little things. From little things, big things grow.
It's the pitter-patter of the rain on the roof while you sleep.
It gives you that feeling of comfort and contentment.
It's the sound of birds chirping in the morning. In Africa, I remember growing up, and early in the morning they'd wake me up, and it'd be such a beautiful, beautiful day.
Distant land of Africa, it brings back a lot of different memories. When you're a child and you're coming home from school and it's raining and you're dancing in the puddles.
Ever since I was a child, I always enjoyed hearing the birds. It struck a really emotional response in my heart. It's kind of meditative and it's a bit of solace.
I drew a picture of a heart with teardrops coming from it.
Crying from the heart can be beautiful as well.
That sympathy or empathy or whatever you want to call it, it's beautiful.
The appreciation of little things.
It's the love between a mother and a child.
Simple things like learning to tie shoelaces.
It takes patience, sort of vitality, effervescence. It's like I've felt what it's like to have that feeling from your heart. Love is the key.
Love is the key.
Well, if love is the key, it must unlock doors.
I like the look of the mountain.
I also like mountains.
Mostly if it's a snowy mountain, I feel like it's Christmas. It makes it happy and a bit joyful at the same time.
I don't think I've seen any snowy mountains, but Snow, I think, is also very beautiful, so it's a nice combination of snow and mountains.
Beauty is appreciation of just the little things. And it's the smell of chocolate cake being baked in the oven. And every morning at 6 a.m. in the morning, she'd wake up, go to the bakery, and get this huge plate full of little cakes, and they were absolutely beautiful.
A vivid imagination about that. When a lady holds an umbrella, when it's windy and it flies away, it makes it beautiful and funny at the same time.
Sometimes it gets blown inside out. The lady with the umbrella did seem quite comic, but she was swift, calm and collected when she chased the umbrella. And she wasn't too bothered about it, and she probably watched where she was going if the umbrella went to the other side of the street.
It's the sound of leaves rustling in the wind. It's the sound of waves hitting the rocks on the shore.
I can smell the salt of the ocean. I can feel the sea breeze.
Yeah, I've always liked that sound. I've gone to Rainbow Beach a lot. There's an area there where it's very rocky. The waves crash on the shore really loudly there.
When you're in a market and there's lots of people and big busy action going around, I think that's a beautiful in a way. The hustle and bustle of people talking, buying and selling, or the look of the river and the city.
It would be such a beautiful day, waking up in the sunrise.
Trees and plants.
Trees.
Trees and plants.
Rest and nest in trees.
I want it back.
I want it back.
Very peaceful. It makes me feel very serene.
Peaceful.
And trees can offer shade.
Shade.
The green colour, very soothing.
Very soothing.
Very soothing.
Music is a gift.
I treasure that little thing. It's got music on it. You gave me the gift of music.
A friend picking up in the early hours of the morning represent love and patience.
The love and the patience that they've got for you.
Well, it's like if a tree has roots, they stay there, you can't pull them out. Trees blown by the wind.
Blowing by the wind.
Blown by the wind.
And they move freely.
A language transports you somewhere else.
Create new worlds that can take you somewhere else.
Language is beautiful.
Language is beautiful.
How language is very expressive and has beauty.
It can really stimulate your imagination. You can create worlds out of language.
I'm always into numerology,
I'm into numerology.
and it all comes back to this 5 again.
It all comes back to the 5.
5, why? That's a riddle of life.
Riddles of life.
The riddles of life.
Communication of ideas.
Talking and getting to know older people in the community.
Communication, listening, sharing. In a way, that's what we're doing right here now.
Tenacity of a family to stick together. Tenacity.
Tenacity.
The diversity of the human race, very beautiful. The different mindsets of people, different cultures, different ideas and personalities.
And how beautiful the human race is. The diversity.
They can be interpreted in so many different ways.
It's just so coincidental.
Coincidental.
Coincidence.
The uniqueness is beautiful. Everyone sort of contrasts with each other or complements one another.
Within those groups, we're all unique. Well, we all have our own ideas.
The uniqueness.
Watching a newborn baby and the smell of them and holding them.
Holding it in her arms.
I see friends shaking hands. They're really saying,
Saying I love you.
I love you. Well, Louis Armstrong sang it up. What a wonderful world.
What a wonderful world.
What a wonderful life.
What a wonderful world.
What is beautiful? Life is beautiful.